A webinar participant asked, who sets outcomes? The product leader or the product manager? Okay, let's dig into this. So first of all, in an ideal world, setting your outcome is a two-way negotiation between the leader and the team. So I'm getting rid of product leader and product manager. I'm going to say the leader and the team. So let's talk about who do I mean by the leader. The leader is usually an executive, somebody at the company who can communicate how your team creates value for the business. So this could be a chief product officer, but it also could be a CTO or a chief design officer or the CEO if you're a small company. If you're a really large company, it might be the general manager of your business unit, right? But it's somebody who can provide the across the business view of how your team is going to create value for the business. And then I do want input from the cross-functional product team. So at a minimum, a product manager, a designer, and a software engineer. And they're communicating in the negotiation how much impact they think they can have by when. So for example, a business leader might communicate, we need you to focus on reducing churn. The product team might say, okay, we think we can reduce churn by driving engagement. We think we can increase engagement by 3% in the next quarter, right? And then that starts the negotiation. Is that enough impact? If it's not, do we need to make bigger bets? Do we need to add resources to the team? It's also possible the product team might say, okay, we've tried to reduce churn in the past and we failed. And here's some of the factors why, and maybe we should do this other thing first, right? So ideally, there's this two-way negotiation. The leader has the business context. The team should have the context on what's possible and on what time frame. Now, this doesn't often happen. I often see a lot of companies where the product leader just dictates an outcome or the product team just chooses an outcome with no focus on the business whatsoever. If you're in one of those two situations, what I recommend is check out our article that's linked in the post about shifting from outputs to outcomes. It'll help you with how do you start having better conversations with your leaders. And even if you're not getting direction from your leaders, you can do a lot of what we recommend they do yourself. Again, more details in that article. And then if you're getting outcomes dictated to you from your leaders and you're not able to give input, the article will also help with the ways that you can start to influence a little bit and change that culture. So definitely check that out. For those of you listening, if you do currently have an outcome, do me a favor in the comments. Let me know who was involved in setting it. Was it you? Was it your leader? Was it your whole team? Share a little bit about the process so we can see what's happening in practice.